In one of my previous videos, I referenced uh, the feminist movement that actually began in the 1960s. And guess where I lived? In Berkeley, California. Berkeley was kind of a hub of free thinking, liberal thinking. Mario Savio was one of the key leaders, key voices at that time. It went across the nation, it went around the world. And while there was perhaps an element of truth in some of that struggle, I believe that it was a time God not only allowed, but used, because it was a time of awakening amongst women. Up until that time, women had been seen as in the wonderful role of homemakers and raising children, and you connected her primarily with the home. But due to the shifting times and economy and thinking, even if the thinking wasn't 100% spot on, it began to move things. And I believe God is always in the midst of things as they shift, because He's going to get them where He wants them to be. One of the aspects from the 1960s that I believe was very intentional, that God orchestrated, it was the birth of a women's movement. And it became Women's Aglow Fellowship, ultimately Aglow International. It started in the city of Seattle with just a small handful of people getting together. And now it's in some 170 nations. The world has been touched in one form or another. And what I mean by that is through prayer, through group meetings, through Bible studies, just personal testimonies. The world has been touched in a very specific way through women, in addition to the men. God intended that the male and female would function together in the earth, and that together, male and female, His image would be seen. It's not all male, and of course it's not female, but it's together that we see His heart, we sense His spirit, we watch how He activates His spirit in various settings, and He is calling us to reproduce Him, or He's using us to reproduce Himself in the earth. Aglow International is one of the ministries, I believe one of the significant ministries, that was birthed in the mid to late 1960s and has continued even up until this day. When you think about the number of ministries that have stayed alive and current and significant for over 50 years, you know that God is in it, because He is the one who brings the current word and keeps the current activity of the Spirit alive in such a way that it touches every element of society in the way He desires. So when we think of the move of the Spirit today and how it has caused women to blossom and to come into a truer identity of what He purposed for them from the beginning, it's quite an incredible thing. It was God who said, "It's not good for man to be alone. I'll bring forth a help for him." And I believe it's when the two genders, and I'm not talking about inappropriate relationships, I'm talking about marriage, I'm talking about couples who connect with one another, I'm talking about healthy relationships with the opposite gender, where we together speak of the things that God's doing in the earth, and we elevate his purpose. Because it's only as his purpose is seen and realized and fulfilled in the earth that the world around us and the families and the communities and the nations of the earth will be able to come into their own awareness that Jesus came to transform their lives. And when he transforms a life personally, he begins to transform a family, a city, a nation. And really, that's at the heart of what Aglow is about. We're about seeing Jesus exalted in the nations.